Yesterday was a good day. I went to a concert and on the way back home, I put my headphones on. Somehow I hadn't done it in a long time. It's like there wasn't enough space for it. For music, I mean. Anyway, yesterday felt good. I know it sounds silly, but I was imagining a camera would film me while I was moving on the platform, waiting for the train. My movements and my face up close. Then, as I sat on the train, I started observing people, their movements without sound, or rather with music in the background. Their gesture looked exaggerated, struggling to make sense. Two sisters, or I think they were two sisters, were hugging. The elder one had very long, wavy hair that were cascading over the younger one and closing in like a chrysalis. A mother bent over a stroller, trying to make her baby laugh, waving her arms, smiling, pulling faces. It reminded me of a big insect. It was quite funny to look at, with her sound removed. Then, as I was sitting there, I started thinking of the alligators again. A heads-up film. The alligator in that strange tropical farm on the Rhone. The caves and the animals. The alligators filmed up close, with their white scales and the orange eyes mirroring each other's movements and staring outside of the glass tank. The water and its particles were sliced in half for us to peek into. That was also the point at which I started to cry. I felt all of a sudden everything was exposed, and so was I in a way. I realized that the thought of being exposed is one of the only things that gives me a burst of life lately. Is that thing you feel when you make art or music, or when you experience it, and when you see that it works, and then you remember why you do it. Or also in sex, you could argue, when it works. And then there were again the alligators, the power station on the river, the caves, the animals in the caves, the bones, the stalagmites, a woman's sex enveloped by a bison, the bison's head, forefather of the Minotaur, perhaps, argued the documentary. I've been reading a lot about the Minotaur and his lonely wandering in a labyrinth. I love labyrinths. I kind of think we had to build them, draw them, in order to make sense of the structure of our own thought, to make it tangible, to make it resonant, moving in circles, but taking different directions all the time. I've long been obsessed with circularity, cycles, feedback loops. I find them a much more accurate depiction of time in a way. Way more than the timeline we used to have in our history books. This idea of becoming, potentiality, transformation. Next up, almost home. Sometimes I wonder if I were to return to a different home, What would it be like? What would my way home look like? I take off my shoes, drop the keys on the table, and then I had to think of all the homes I inhabited. I wonder how many more are still to come. There are some that I always dream of. Mostly it's my grandmother's home. But a few days ago it was my parents' home. I dreamt there was a dog lying outside, on the doorsteps. It was quite big. A hunting dog, I think. I tried to lift its head and noticed it was dead and heavy. My parents were inside the house. Don't know about my brothers. Anyway, nobody seemed to take notice. Nobody seemed to care. And I felt outraged, as it often was. These days I keep on seeing that dead dog. It's not a memory, really. It's more of a superimposition. It's a frame that lives behind the surface of my retina, tracing the movement of the camera. A double screen, overlaid and transparent. Two perceptual fields contaminating each other, spawning new images and textures. I wish I could write a proper story, one that people would want to read. I mean, writers steal all the time, I guess, from their own lives, from the lives of others. But then there is this power of transforming a story, something that is very personal, into something universal, something that can resonate with everyone. And that's the hard part, I think. And I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can transcend from my own experience. You always somehow go back to yourself, to your own life, and you ask yourself, is there anything meaningful there to tell? In a day that repeats itself with small variations. Maybe you just have to zoom out and look at the whole picture, the relation of its parts, to make up a person's life. Maybe that's where the story is.